Next chapter?
Part 1.
Or just the next month?
White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny in the Mist.
Damp platypus.
You're gonna find
When the
something else to
warm
add
winds
to that.
blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fódlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains
creepy
take their
son.
toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as
What's the
gifts
deer
to
again?
close friends or potential lovers.
Oh, after the first round of instruction each month, they may come to you with a question. They'll be motivated if they like your answer. Okay, so
That's the questions that you had missed last time. You had
yep.
hastily pressed forward.
Luckily, I got what I needed.
Mhm.
New places to explore in the monastery. Extra money.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Seiros.
Who is Lord Lonato? I wonder.
But they're probably not going to like that.
They probably won't like it because they're like, are you so clueless about the workings
Yeah, let's
of
go
the
with
land?
why would he do that?
Mhm.
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Seiros is already on its way to his stronghold, Castle Gaspar. Lord Lonato's army is nothing compared to the Knights. It is quite possible the rebellion has already been suppressed.
Even so, I would like for your class to travel with the Knights' rear guard to deal with the aftermath.
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the Knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Seiros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the church.
Sylvain's birthday. Sure.
Thank you so much.
We got some stuff to do. Playing online lets you see the behavior of other players around the world. You can see what percentage of players chose which activities on a given day, which units are most popular, and more. Huh.
What, just so you can decide to go with the flow or be contrarian?
Yeah. Kind of useful.
I'd rather not be influenced by other people.
Generally, yeah. Certifications. So, Claude.
Well, he's an axe wielder, so wouldn't he be a fighter?
Yeah. Because I believe fighters can use bows
But he doesn't
anyway.
have... Wait, odds of passing. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so axe and bow. Whereas Myrmidons only use swords, soldiers only use lances, and monks are reason and faith. So we might as well have him rank up.
I did pretty well.
And that'll give him a new class to work on. I'd like to get Raphael and Lysithia up to level 5 next, and Leone up, but that'll be later. Anyway, I'm gonna look at battle for a second. So we could actually do 2 battles here. But let's do explore, I think, for the time being.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to look around the monastery and...
Yeah, You also notice that there's 4 activities, as opposed to the next couple weeks, which have considerably less.
Oh, ask for help from a student outside your house, and that person will join you for battles and missions until the end of the month.
Oh, that's nice.
Mission assistance. You can only ask one student for help each month, and that student will not earn any experience.
Well, that's useful. Well, no, that is actually really helpful.
Wait, what is she doing here?
Just hanging out.
Was she always in your room?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
Put
she's
some
barefoot.
shorts on, lady. Please.
You have spent quite some time in here, engaging in such idle chatter. Do you not know that we have not a moment left to waste?
Should have listened more intently.
You must try harder from now on.
Oh. The one that doesn't cost an activity point can be repeated however much you want, allowing you to actually grind. Oh. Well, that's kind of nice. So if I wanted to, I could power level everybody into super high levels and just crush this
Something's
game.
in the barrel.
Barrel? Barrel. Ginger tea again. So it looks like a lot of these things respawn.
When can you use ginger tea?
Okay.
Don't know.
Oh, there's another owl. I wonder if they're messengers.
Hey
Anyway,
there.
the character that we're gonna ask to join us on missions will probably be Ash.
Wait, who's Dorothea's room? You just waltzed in?
Huh? Is someone there? What do you want?
Bernadetta? No. I thought you
No,
didn't
we want
her.
Ash. Because Ash lets us open doors.
Mm-hmm.
And that means I'll never have to worry about having another character with a key get anywhere. Because I'll just have Ash beeline for all chests and doors and stuff. And since he doesn't gain EXP, who cares?
Hey, Professor. Do you happen to have any food on you? I'm starving. No matter how much I eat before I train, I'm always so hungry after. My muscles must be going through a growth spurt.
I just want him to be like
Do you have any
obsessive.
food? Or
No, can't
he
give him
doesn't-
anything.
I see.
This flower is one that is eating insects. Is that factual too? I am wondering who watches over the plants in Fódlan.
Venus flytrap.
Oh, we get extra seeds.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Well, the purpose of fruit is to produce more seeds.
What do you think? Any, all? It's a mystery to everybody. Cultivate.
Now, if you pour water on, you might be able to get higher quality seeds next time around.
Yeah, we'll do that.
If the flowers within the greenhouse are removed, they will soon wilt and wither. Is that not so, Professor? I feel I can empathize with them. The flowers that thrive, despite their environment, are truly inspiring, are they not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that was the thing about planting seeds.
Yellow flower seeds. Oh, what's that over there?
Inspirational.
Something was on the... Oh. Oh, it's just that popping up. I thought for a moment there was a character over there.
Nope. I don't think I have anything to go fishing with.
Maybe.
Ooh.
We get multiple herrings. I
Wait,
still don't know how to get more
look
bait.
over there.
Hmm?
Oh, by the staircase and then over there by the barrels. You keep missing all the blue stuff. There's a
On
snail. Okay, left, right.
Right. We're getting a lot of herrings. Need more snails. Okay, can't go down there. Oh, there's another one.
Hooked on fishing, a sheet of paper with carefully curated information about different types of fishing bait and the best tactical practices. Whoever wrote this knows a great deal about fishing.
We've leveled
Professor,
up as
level
a
up.
professor. We're E+.
No, you're D right now.
Yep. And we get more activity points starting next time. Hi, would you like to fish? I have one snail. Farewell, snail.
Large fish. Excellent. Go. Oh no, it was only good. Now it's excellent. Only good.
I did okay. Hopefully I can buy more bait at some point.
Who's that on the right?
Uh,
Oh, that creepy guy.
yeah, the weird creepy mask dude. We're gonna leave that for later. Okay.
Oh, hey, Hilda's there.
Professor, your clothes are a bit dirty. If you don't pay attention to your hygiene, the girls won't like you. I hate when my clothes get dirty. That's one of the many reasons I find it best to train as little as possible.
Welcome.
Okay. Does he have anything new? The answer is no.
Come back soon.
Hello.
Welcome.
Do you have anything new? Do not.
Please come again.
Looks like we can hire battalions now. Nope, never mind. They lie!
Professor.
Turnip. Nope, tomato. Obtain tomato.
What?
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Has very long ears.
Yeah, they've got very floofy horses
Mm-hmm.
in this world. But only this world.
The cats, if anything, just look a little bit tubby.
They're well fed.
Well, I haven't seen nary a single rodent in this entire place.
The cats don't eat the rodents, they eat the knights. You got enough. To the cats with you!
To the cat.
Hello, Professor. Was there something you needed?
Oh, see the horses.
Oh, you like horses? I like them too. They're such kind creatures.
Some days I wish I was a horse. Thoughtless, carefree, and mighty. Kick people in the head, bammo, they're dead. Problem solved.
Hey,
Okay.
Let's
Well-
see.
If anything, I found that most of the horses I've interacted with have either been very carefree and pretty much unfazed or unbothered by anything, or they were slightly skittish.
After Fargus lost its king, there were many rebellions. It is likely that Lord Lonato's provocations are related. How frustrating that I am too young to take the throne, rendered powerless by age. If the throne is vacant much longer, the kingdom will fall to ruin.
Dramatic. Yeah, I should check the bulletin board. Oh, the owl is the bulletin board person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, words of wisdom gets me more pond snails. And some other things. So obviously we're gonna... obviously we're gonna do side quests every single time we do exploration for obvious reasons.
Oh, hey, there's something at the table.
There's things at the table.
Best pest practices. List of the different pests that target plants during cultivation, complete with methods of eradication for each. You wouldn't want to be a bug in this greenhouse. Ah.
So these are the books that raise our professor level. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
there was another one. There it is.
Well, they're
Oh.
both sheath.
It's a thing. Oh, that might
Seems
be the
like
lost and
something
found.
Claude
I don't
would
know.
own.
I've heard whispers about Lord Lonato. They say he's a very kind and gentle lord. Why would such a kind man suddenly raise an army? Oh, Professor, you were working late last night, weren't you? You shouldn't overdo it. A ghost might rise up from the well to get you if you stay up too late. Or so I'm told.
Well, he's already
I have a favor
haunted.
to ask of you.
Those who struggle with private concerns will sometimes visit the cathedral for guidance. If you have the time, why not offer your keen insight, Professor?
To be honest, I felt a bit lost here at the monastery. At a loss for what to do. Thankfully, a sweet young girl reached out and offered her help. I believe she's Seth's little sister.
Wasn't Leonardo Ash's dad? Ooh.
Whose dad?
Ash.
Professor.
The thief?
Oh,
That's juicy.
You're
Alongside
right, the
Knights of
adoptive
Seiros?
father.
Let me know if you meet anyone I might be interested in, okay?
That would be awkward bringing him along on this mission.
And yet, that's our plan.
What if it results in different dialogue?
I don't know, but it seems like a good idea to me.
No, but you are right. He was adopted by
It is a noble's
him.
duty to protect the common folk, not to endanger them by rallying armies in such a feckless and improper manner. Abuse of that kind is no better than slavery. A proper noble must guard the people from such a fate, wouldn't you say? Precisely why true nobility is well respected.
Right. Catherine has invited me to train with her. How much do you think I should train before I'm ready to train with someone that strong?
It doesn't seem like talking to the NPCs is really ever that productive.
Okay.
I do like
Sadly.
talking with the kids so I learn more about them.
Yeah, I'll keep talking to the main characters. Anybody with an orange or a blue I will talk to, but never any of the white people.
I heard about your
That sounded
class's
weird.
assignment, by the way. Good luck subduing those treasonous nobles.
I wonder if blue characters have something important to say and yellow ones just have lore.
Who knows?
Or no, blues are our classmates.
That's your classmates,
Like
yep.
my team members.
I'm studying here so I can be the best there is, just like Captain Gerald. Do you think I've got it in me to be a top-tier mercenary, Professor?
Probably the first one.
I'm going to work a lot harder
Aw.
than all the fancy nobles around here, I can tell you that.
Oh, right, because she is motivated in part by money. Wasn't she sending it back to her family?
Yeah.
Ah.
Let's see. So how do we like this game so far? It's an interesting blend because it plays like Fire Emblem when you're in battle, but the dialogue is and the like in between moments are actually closer to Persona, which is interesting and I like it. Because you don't see a whole lot of games kind of do this style.
We are truly blessed with how fertile the monastery grounds are. Every day, there's something new to harvest.
So I think we'll go up to the Lorenzo fight. Probably, and then stop for the night.
No, that makes sense.
Might take a little while, but...
Ah, Professor! It would seem that a minor lord in Fargus is raising an army. This poses a threat,
Fargus, okay.
obviously, but not one for the kingdom, for the church. I mean, Fargus doesn't even have a king at present. There's something unsettling about this army. You had better ensure we're fully prepared.
I would think the army is perhaps...
Ah, there's...
Oops, I scooped. I pressed the wrong button.
I think they've been stirred to action by the masked figure again. If
Probably,
anything.
yeah.
Maybe with a little bit of blackmail.
Are you looking at that view, despite traditionally being good this game's textures? Ugh. Yeah, I will continuously and repeatedly complain about the textures in this game, because they are actually... The characters look great, but the environments...
They're inconsistent.
They're inconsistent, and it's like early PS3 graphics, which, like, I know the Switch is not the most powerful platform, but, like, half this stuff just looks real bad. Sure.
Huh. Each month, people will approach the counselor with their concerns. Select responses that satisfy them, and your support points will increase.
Note contents. Classroom learning isn't enough to be a strong knight. There's got to be someone around here who can teach me how to get as strong as possible. So...
It's Dimitri.
It's definitely be
It's
Dimitri. Ah, it's from Raphael.
Thank you so much for your help.
There's a timer on that one. Anyway, we can steal bows, some bears, and snails. Oh, there are 2 notes.
Yep. Hesitant to invite a girl to my room in the middle of the night. You know who lives right next door. I'm terrified of getting a scolding the next day. It makes sense.
It's the bottom one.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
We're not picking the right option. We're picking...
No, don't invite girls to your room in the middle of the night. Sheesh. Play is an interesting element, but keep your distance. Set is attractive. Fan the flames.
Edge between keeps friendship green.
Does he like poetry?
I don't know, but...
What's going to happen to Lonato? If he's killed, I don't know how I'll live with that. Huh? You're inviting me to join your class. I'm really flattered.
No, you have to...
I know. I just want to see if I
assistance.
can recruit him for good.
Yes.
That'll be kind of interesting. But yeah, you're trying to please this student, not teach morale.
Don't
or
the
morals,
characters
which is a shame.
interact if you have them attack? What if you have Ash attack his...
Past here is the Holy Mausoleum, where the saints of the Church of Seiros slumber. Sorry, but only a select few members of the church are allowed entry. It's open to the public on only one day of the year, for the goddess's rite of rebirth.
I like his ridiculous Final Fantasy... Or not Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft pauldron. Okay. So... Oops, that's not
Now
it.
there's just accept the quest from Jaritza.
Now we get a little bit more on the second...
And there's that.
Second floor. Yeah, I like how this does reward being super thorough. Without the, like, kind of... I'm gonna say the extreme time management that Persona did. Because Persona was actually a problem. Like, if you didn't follow a guide to the letter, there was a very real possibility you just weren't going to complete everybody's, relationships, which kind of sucked. Oh,
Something's there.
that was the sigil. Pressed A too fast.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear? There's news of someone in the kingdom raising an army. The kingdom, the empire, the alliance. They do love a good war, don't they? Spilling the blood of young men and women. And for what? Just to enjoy the horror of it? Would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
So she wants to do faculty training. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she can actually train us in something. Which is useful because faith.
Oh. That's nice. Yeah, why don't you do that?
The glory of progress.
I simply must thank you, Professor.
Okay, so we get some extra bits. Yeah, I don't think I'm usually going to go out of my way for that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe? We'll see. I'm not really sure. Once we get more
that was a way for
activity
you to level
points.
up your skills.
Yeah, it is good to level up my skills. What's up, Dad?
Castle Gaspar, eh? I've been there once before, many years ago. It was by request of the son of that family, Christoph, I think it was. I have a request.
Armored Bear Stuffy.
Aww. Whetstone
Seems
riding
I've
boots.
lost something. When you have a minute, can you help me look for it?
Castle Gaspar. It was by request of...
Okay, so we can also do faculty training to increase, like, leadership or writing.
I mean, leadership works, but yep.
Still don't know what I want to do necessarily, like which action is most worthwhile. Oh, there's a student to talk to in the library.
Mm-hmm. You would think that one of the more studious ones would be present there. Oh, who's that?
Thomas.
Ah.
Never mind.
Professor,
Librarian.
I heard that you may battle alongside Catherine. Even among the knights, she is something special. A holy knight who is able to wield a hero's relic. Still, she can be a mite difficult.
Right, because the relics were passed
That's,
down based off people that had the right crest or sigil
Yeah.
associated with them.
Probably that like weird whip sword and the like squiggly sword and some other stuff maybe. Because those look special.
Lombard, however they pronounce it.
Really?
Ow! Ooh.
Oh, we found Dad's flask. Not where he thought it was going to be.
This place has so many breathtaking works of art. I feel like I'm living in a museum. Each piece can teach us about styles and techniques from 1,000 years ago.
Probably top.
Sure.
I'm from a family of merchants, so I've been able to see a lot of art, but I won't pretend to be an expert.
Pointing a
punishing
sword at the Holy
sinners.
Church of Seiros is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself, meting out appropriate punishment to the sinful. It is a sacred duty with which we have been entrusted. As a member of the church yourself, I hope that you will take that to heart.
So she can train us as well. In reason and some other things. Which might not be a terrible idea. We should actually test that with the next student if... Because they care... I think they care about skills and stats. And so the more of an all-rounder we are, the better. Maybe.
Thanks for your help.
That was helpful. Feels good, doesn't it? If you come across any more lost items, be sure to find their owner right away.
Wait, how did you find the bear?
It was outside the thing.
Oh.
And it wasn't a bear, it was the wooden flask. He gave us a bear. This is a gift option to increase your support points with others by giving them things they like. A gift will also increase the allies' motivation. May sometimes find lost items around the monastery. Use the lost item option to return them to the owners and increase support points. As with gifts, an ally's motivation will also increase.
Okay, so you gave him a flask, and then you received the gifts. Interesting.
Oh, dormitory second floor.
Yeah, this is only for the nobles.
Ah. Because we've never been here before. This is Marianne's room. I gotta check for blue items. Because robbing...
room was that?
What was that?
Who's... Oh, Edelgard's room. I'm just looking at what they are.
It amuses me to no end that we can...
Hubert's.
Just go into all of these. Nope, nothing here.
Casper's.
We still also have the training area.
Ferdinand.
Next month is when a very important ceremony will be taking place at the monastery. Pilgrims from all corners of Fódlan have already started to gather in anticipation. I pray that you are able to nip this trouble in the bud as soon as possible.
Okay.
Maybe it's to see the saint's body. Oh, also the rugs change color depending on the...
Oh, yeah, Lorenz.
Whoa, whose room is this?
Claude.
What is up with it?
He's a big bookworm, but also a complete slob.
Wait. What are those in the back of his room? On the ground.
Books?
No, the wrenches and stuff.
Oh.
Hammers?
Yeah, smithing pliers and hammers and stuff. Huh. Felix's room. Dimitri's room. I'm shocked that they let me just walk in here.
I want to see if there's... Would it only be the primary rooms that have discernible differences between them? Because Dimitri's and Edelgard's looked very plain.
Yeah, I think it's just Claude's a slob.
Impressive.
Overcoat with many holes and tears. Belongs to someone who often finds themselves in fights. Well, we just found a wooden button for what's-his-face.
Oh, yes, a button that seems to have popped off a man's shirt. Probably belongs to someone with a large physique.
Beefy man dude.
I did say that they were going to be bursting off his chest.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Lonato must know that his efforts are futile, yet he can't help but fight. If I were in that situation, I would do whatever it took to ensure victory. You can count on that.
Something about this situation doesn't feel right. Why would a minor lord raise an army against a foe he cannot possibly hope to defeat?
Come to think of it. Here to train? You really are as hardworking as they say.
I don't know if she'll reward you for overconfidence or if she likes humility.
I don't care. That's right, I'm a force of nature.
Huh, maybe the gossip's wrong. Hardworking people usually don't like to make a big fuss about it.
Don't care.
Yep.
Force of nature.
But see, humility.
Lost items. So we have Claude's bow. Someone that gets in a fight. And, sketch of a sigil. So, I'm gonna save. I'm pretty sure...
Catherine, Her skill is impressive, I'll admit. So is her sword. But I think she's hiding something. Nobody knows anything about her past. You should spar with her. She's strong. Stronger than you are, I bet.
I bet we have his tattered overcoat.
I know nothing about it. Ask someone else.
Nope.
Oh, wait, what does it say?
It belongs to someone who often finds themselves in fights. Unless it's her. Probably not. We'll think about...
Let's go to the more obvious ones.
Yeah. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. So, Claude's somewhere around here. Probably down here. In the classroom.
What was his missing item?
Bow.
Ah.
Oh.
Top fishing spots.
Oh, she actually had like a fishing skill. Anyway.
First that bandit business, and now a noble rebellion? Are we ever gonna do anything but find and subdue people? Well, if we're just going to tie up loose ends, at least it'll be pretty safe. I don't mind stretching my legs for this one. And if Catherine's going too, there's a good chance we'll get a look at her relic in action.
Oh, leather bow sheath.
I've been looking everywhere. Whew, thanks a million.
Motivation increased. Woohoo.
Okay. The other thing I should check, because there's a couple of rooms I haven't been in. And I should check them consistently, if only for blue sparklies. Because that's how we level up being a professor. I mean, there's other things too. They keep your eyes peeled, because apparently there's a lot of just nooks and crannies with bits and bobs. Admittedly, they seem to always spawn in kind of predictable locations. You know, in the classrooms, near the dorms.
The amiibo gazebo.
Yeah, probably nowhere near the amiibo gazebo. I think they're generally localized around places that you often will go.
Wow.
So that you're not, like, scavenger hunting every single time, because that would suck.
Oh, a school sorcery book. Probably belongs to someone who went to that school.
I'm gonna have to learn more about characters. Or it's him.
Professor, I feel I must speak to you about Caspar's eating habits. I've never seen the like of it. He inhales entire plates of food in mere seconds.
Well, we want to please him, so...
Hence my mentioning it to you. Good luck with him. That's not mine. I wonder who it does belong to.
Only so many sorcerers.
Today's meal was delicious. Linhart keeps bothering me about eating too fast. Says I'm gonna choke or something. Absolutely! I knew you'd see things my way.
I am so two-faced.
Yep, going from one directly to the next.
It's a bit bad.
I almost wish if they overheard you saying that, then you would lose whatever points you accrued with them.
Yeah. Oh.
If you have a moment, I would like a word. It has been brought to my attention that certain individuals have been making advances toward Flame. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Well, actually, wasn't it Altoe? Wait.
Eloise?
Eloise?
Yeah.
That was inquiring about Flame?
If you do see anyone getting too close with Flame, please inform me of it at once.
Okay, so he's decent at training. But no. Let's see.
I'm sorry, but I must vent to someone, Professor. You're familiar with Manuela's slovenly behavior, yes? That
Yes.
woman, she borrowed a book last week and returned it with stains of unknown origin on the cover and several pages either folded or torn. Just now, she dropped a sandwich on the floor, picked it up, and kept eating. When she saw my shock, she said simply, 3-second rule. Ugh. I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
Okay, so let's go get this
Just the whole
quest
bit
done.
about Manuela, though. Yeesh. Okay, Teresa.
What? I desired fresh air.
Yeah, one feels nice.
I have a favor to ask.
Battalion tutorial. There is a solitude on the battlefield, but there are limits to what one can achieve alone. To be stronger and more efficient, visit the Battalion Guild.
Okay.
What do you require?
I'm still being overwhelmed with names. Was it Raphael who had the buttons popping off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Now we can hire Raphael. Aha! So these will change different stats. Ooh.
Look at all the gold. Did you have to disband the old ones?
No, I don't have to disband anybody.
Oh, okay.
It's just expensive. But they're worth it. Only mildly. So it's kind of like equipment. So in this case, Seiros Mercenaries. Extra physical attack, reduced magical attack, extra hit, extra charm. And then there's Onslaught as an ability.
What's the difference between Seiros's and the Alliances?
You mean down here? Alliance Infantry.
A little bit cheaper, probably not as efficient.
So the Alliance Infantry does not give you a physical attack bonus, but it gives you gives extra avoidance. The Duelists give, instead of a hit bonus, they give a crit bonus. And the Brawlers give damage and avoidance, hurt resilience, and give some charisma. So, in that case, the Brawlers are actually perfect for Raphael. He's still going to be a complete lead balloon when it comes to fighting mages, but
battalion?
still worth it.
Let's give it all we've got.
Okay. Grabbing a snack. I mean, if you want to go grab food while I do management stuff for a little while. Yeah, I can always, like, just stop the moment I hit something I need you for, anything that's important. It's getting real late. Let's see. Yeah, it's 1. So we should probably stop here. So Marianne, we're going to give the
Do you want
Sacred
to hire
Monks,
this battalion?
because there's some extra resilience. Reduces our physical attack, but probably fine.
Leave it all to us.
Okay. I don't know about let's see. Who else could... Leone already has something. Hilda. Hilda could probably use the Seiros mercenaries. I don't know what to do with the Seiros soldiers. But the hit bonus on an axe
Do you want to hire
really
this
good.
battalion?
We've got you covered.
Okay, so who else doesn't? Because Claude has something. He doesn't.
Now, are these essentially akin to whenever we were fighting bandits on the field, it seemed as though there were a dozen guys accompanying them as opposed to just the singular opponent? Is that what these are?
Generally, yeah. We might wait until we get the...
Thank you.
Further. Okay, quest complete.
At the Battalion Guild, you can meet battalions that aren't affiliated with the Church of Seiros. We're allowed to hire those folks too, so be sure to visit the guild later to check it out. Naturally, battalions will lose endurance as they fight. You can replenish battalion endurance by visiting the Battalion Guild in the market.
Okay. So we have one more... We have one activity that we can do. We also... Oh.
Wait, do we have more to discuss with them? Or?
No, so Ignatz and Lysithia can talk, and Marianne and Claude can talk. And have, like, a conversation. But no, we actually have one more action that we can take. Let's see. And the other thing we should maybe consider doing... where is he?
Where's Raphael? Oh, there he is.
There he is. Be worth checking his motivation, but I think it's fine. Okay, so where would he be?
Oh wait, wasn't he by the greenhouse going, oh, I need food?
Yeah, he does need food.
Right,
So
right.
let's go give him his thing. One thing we
Maybe.
could do, I don't think his motivation is particularly high. Can I check roster? How do I check character's motivation for, That's not neat. I was hoping I could check their motivation level easily.
You probably won't find that out until the seminar, but...
That's unfortunate. Or goals? Ah, here we go.
There we go.
So Raphael, giving him a gift is fine. But it wouldn't be good to, say, give a gift to Lorenz or Claude because they're maxed out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's...
He's his button.
Lost item, wooden button.
Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
So we still don't know about the Kingdom's School of Sorcery or the Tattered Overcoats.
The sorcery book...
Maybe.
I almost wonder if all of these are exclusively items that are within your own troop. Because it was Claude, Raphael... You know what I mean?
But we don't have anybody that gets into fights often.
Unless it's not Leone. She doesn't get into fights, does she?
I don't think so. My bet is it's somebody else.
Well, it wasn't Felix.
Also, the Kingdom is blue.
Wait, what was the Kingdom?
These guys are blue. Because the Knights, the Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
they're the blue students.
Was it a blue overcoat?
Yeah, they're across all students and teachers. Remember, we also had the thing? So... I'd assumed it was Felix. I mean, it could be Ashes? I don't think Ash got into
Can you look over the
fights
items again for me, please?
often. Easiest way to do it is find somebody.
If you do...
I mean, lost items. Here we go.
Mhm.
So, belongs to someone who often finds themselves in fights.
That doesn't say that the overcoat's blue.
No, but... Oh, right. Kingdom Sorcery. Kingdom School of Sorcery. So the book is for one of the blue people. And the overcoat is just for somebody that fights a lot.
Okay. So...
I'm sorry. That just now.
So if we do faculty training, we could get a magic. Or we could work on... Oh, you know what? Better than that. We can leave the lost and found for later.
Oh, but we can do it now. I'm pretty sure I know who is what.
Okay. Overcoat's apparently someone in the Black Eagles. It's a good hint. But I was gonna do... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, let's do it now. So support X. So somebody in the Black Eagles. Who gets in fights often? Petra?
It's not Caspar, is it? I thought he was really aiming towards
It's either
beating up people.
Caspar or Petra. Because Bernadetta doesn't do much. And
Dorothy is an opera singer.
yeah.
Linhart, he'd be more of a bookworm.
So why don't we know where Caspar is. That's first easy option.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever it is, we'll see if I can recruit them. I doubt it.
Today.
Lost items, tattered overcoat.
Yeah, that's definitely mine.
Yep.
You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
Okay, so if I recruit...
Hey, Professor. Here to cause some trouble? No? Well, whatever then.
Okay.
Strength and brawling.
So, yeah, strength and brawling stats. So we do really need to work on making this character into an all-rounder.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, the other character I wanted to look at is... Because no matter what, we wanted to recruit... Oh, we still haven't talked to Sylvain, apparently. Ash is up here. Still haven't found the Kingdom Sorcerer, though.
Right. Can we look at the roster?
Okay.
Because the magic users for the kingdom...
It's support.
Support, sorry.
Because it's not Ash.
Inclined to magic would probably be...
Mercedes or Annette?
Maybe.
Well, we know where they are. I guess we might as... We can get to them pretty quickly from here. Right. Unfortunately, we don't know much about either character, so it's kind of hard to immediately... Tell? Okay. It would be Annette.
To be honest, thankfully, a sweet young girl.
Okay. Lost items.
Oh, that!
Yeah.
I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
Okay.
To be honest, thankfully...
And if we recruit...
I'm not sure. There's still...
Yeah, so... Magic and faith.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a little while yet before you can recruit
Oh, absolutely.
anyone.
Professor, have you seen Felix around? I swear, as soon as you take your eyes off him, poof, he's gone.
He's at the training ground.
Yeah.
Of course he's there. Sorry for bothering you, Professor. Thanks.
Let's see. Okay, so last thing... I think I'm gonna just do choir stuff, or...
Because you only have choir, eating... What else? Yeah, but you only have one way to spend your time, correct?
Yeah, I only have enough time for one. Oh, okay. Because choir will raise our faith. And I can bolster friendship with other people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what the arrow up means. Also, yeah, she's a sword master.
I really don't know what the arrow up means. It means that they would suddenly acquire new interest in it, or...
I don't actually know.
Or that they would excel at it?
Well, let's grab Dorothy and Annette again.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to
Singing
do...
is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it. I'll keep my voice down.
Okay, we've already heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how much faith experience it gets compared to, like, somebody training us. It does raise our professor level, though, which is kind of nice. Okay. Well, I think that's it, so let's finish exploring.
Oh,
Okay.
seminar time.
Okay, instruct manually, obviously. Hey, and I can instruct 4 people now. So goals, I don't think we're going to change, but we are going to instruct, because we've got some enthusiastic people.
Yep.
Claude.
Very enthusiastic people.
Okay. I mean...
Just bow and axe again?
Yeah.
What?
I'm trying to decide which would be better. Because if we went axe, we could work on his stars. Yeah, he's getting plenty of bow practice anyway.
I learned a lot. That was...
Praise him. Become axe master.
That was easy.
Okay. Lorenz. Let's see. So
What are we even
we've been training him in Lance and Reason. If we check his stats,
He actually has a high strength.
oh,
Oddly
2
enough.
extra damage while in formation with the battalion. Oh, I should get him a battalion then. Because I originally didn't get him anything. He has a bow, but he honestly, he should be using magic from what I've heard. He's a weird one. He's super all-roundy. Let's go all in on magic.
Okay.
We don't have a whole lot of mage characters in this group anyway. Okay. So I've been focusing her on heavy armor and lances.
Was it heavy armor lenses? Yeah, that's what the skill goals look like.
Let's see. And she doesn't have any hidden strengths, so... And her stats are very much melee focused. Let's see. The one problem is putting it all into Lance isn't going to pay a whole lot of dividends because she's really good at it already.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably just going to put it into heavy armor.
Alright, so now you need to choose a 4th person.
Looks like it, yeah. Let me check group tasks. I'm gonna switch Claude and Marianne over to stable duty for the time being. So who do we want to train up? Yeah, I should probably help her with swords. Alright, and begin lecture. And let's pay attention because I'm going to get a question.
May I ask you something?
There's so much to do and never enough time with which to do it. Sleep is a nuisance, but my body forces me to slow down, even though my mind doesn't want to. Do you have any tips for shaking tired feelings away? I'm actually really tired right now.
Yeah.
It is bedtime for us, but...
I don't know this one.
Well, she's saying that there's never enough time with which to do what she wants to do. Her body forces her to shut down even though her mind doesn't want to. Well, so the singing doesn't work at all. Hot tea, I always enjoy hot tea, but the thing is, if you have caffeinated hot tea, then you're going to make yourself giddy for a little bit, perhaps, or maybe awake in some way because of the caffeine, but then you're going to crash really hard afterwards. It's only a temporary relief for the ailment of sleepiness, I suppose as you would refer to it as. But yeah, sleeping when you're tired is best for you. Is what the true response would be. I mean, there are also instances in which you're tired because you just haven't been physically moving. So I'm gonna say tea or sleep. Because if your body is telling you that you're sleepy, then it means you really do need to recharge. Here, people are asking if tea has caffeine. Yeah, black teas especially. So, with tea leaves, there's white tea, green tea, black tea. And the interesting thing is, I believe while there are different varieties of leaves, it's not a color that the leaves start off with. It's every leaf, when it's a young leaf, I believe they're white leaves. And then when it's a little bit older, it's green. And then when it's even older, that's when it starts to...
Let's go with tea, I think.
You're gonna go with tea?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Only mildly. Really, it should have been...
Probably sleeping.
You sleep if you're going to.
Oh.
I love bows, of course, but archery alone will never make me an elite mercenary. If I want to follow Captain Gerald's example, I need to hone my riding skills and lance skills. Wait.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
She wants to be a lancer on horseback?
It might change her interests. We can always change it. I mean, it's not a bad thing for her to focus on.
Oh,
Sure.
Annette would like to speak with you. Is now a good time?
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me?
Leave it to me.
Great. Thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay! I finally get it! You really are a great teacher.
You want to compliment her?
Sure.
No way! I couldn't have done it without you. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training.
Don't overdo it.
That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean? Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Not to mention... Oh wait, oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today. Ugh, I completely forgot. Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help. Ah! Who put this stupid barrel here?
There's some expression. I thought he was completely devoid of it. Wait, you're at support level C. What about you with your companions?
Oh,
or did you all start at C? Oh.
No. C is the first one.
Teach. I see you're as stony-faced as usual. I can't tell if you're feeling resigned or if you're just lost in thought. Or maybe you simply don't care about anything that's going on. Oh, sorry. I really didn't mean to be rude. I just find you fascinating. Actually, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Can you spare some time? That's just the sort of attitude I'd expect from a new teacher. Speaking of, before you came here, you were a mercenary, right? Always getting your hands dirty on the battlefield and whatnot? It's a bit unusual that you suddenly decided to become a teacher one day. In any case, I've been meaning to ask, did your father teach you how to fight?
Probably.
I figured. Your father used to lead the knights, didn't he? And I hear he was a legendary mercenary as well. It must have been hard on your mother when you followed in your father's footsteps and became a mercenary too.
Oh, died when he was far too young.
Never knew my mother.
I see. I suppose you grew up moving from battlefield to battlefield with your father then. You know, for someone who's right around the same age as me, you certainly have an unusual amount of composure. I guess it's only natural that you'd be different from young nobles who grew up in the lap of luxury.
You don't seem like a noble either.
Well, even so, I am heir to House Regan, the leading family of the Alliance. But I didn't exactly grow up in luxury like most people of noble blood. Hey, maybe that's why you and I get along so well. Folks like us should stick together. As house leader, I'll do all I can to help you out. We can start by making time for more little chats like this.
Oh, wow.
Hey, convenient.
Whose birthday?
Lorenz's birthday, flowers.
We'd better get to work.
We'll manage. Can't argue with results, can you?
Whatever they did, the horses loved it. I remember when I had to take care of horses at the summer camps that I used to participate in.
It's all making sense now.
There's a lot of grooming. We were... Oh, well, what's the term for it? We were always digging dirt out of the horses' hooves. And then also combing them down with the... I think they call them curry combs. Sort of short, fine bristles. And usually they're actually quite rigid for being fine bristles. And you'd get so much dust off the horses' backs. And they seem to enjoy it. What's up?
Well, they can't scratch their backs. Also, thank you, Superman Hero Boy, for the 100 bits. Your of yours helped me build a cafe in Dragon Quest Builders 2 and loved it. Doesn't own the game and learned a lot from you. To take my gratitude, I dropped on the floor. Well, thank you so much. How is life? How is life super late at night? We are sleepy. We're rolling to the next activity day, which I'll do battle, and I'll probably do some grinding between sessions because I'm compulsive like that. But yes, thank you so much.
I'm beginning to understand.
I think I've got the hang of it.
Finally.
Blizzard.
I see.
Ooh.
Luna Alpha.
So yeah, we'll put Leonie on horses. And maybe pair Leonie and Marianne on horses for a while, or I don't know. Because I don't think I'm ever going to put Claude on a horse. Probably ever. Okay, so we could explore, we could battle. I don't think we have any certifications. And we're certainly not skipping. That's silly. So if I go to battle, we've got two. So Battle in the Empire and Battle on the Plateau. Reward is meat. But with those online functions, I'll probably get a little bit more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go do Battle on the Empire myself. For some time. And then we'll actually do both on the next time we record. But for now, Shell is fading fast.
Yeah, I'm also starving.
And I need to go to the bathroom again because I have like the world's smallest bladder today, and it's it's because I've had like
You have had a lot of water and you've had milk.
I had a giant thing of milk. I had a beer, not on purpose. They said it was meat and it tastes like mushrooms, and then a lot of water too. So I don't know. Anyway,
but I can tell that. I mean, I was fading fast. My commentary is just kind of slow and
luckily,
far between.
You don't really need to be that like active for. This is like the most casual Fire Emblem I think I've ever played. And yeah, sure, battle difficulty would crank it up, but like most of the running around and talking to people stuff, like you're just sitting back and letting it go, and that's fine.